I wanted to do a really quick video about blackberry trellising. Blackberries grow, generally speaking, so that they fruit on the second year cane. There are some that are primocane, meaning they fruit on the first year cane. But I wanted to show how I set up my systems a couple of different ways and let you see how that works and what works well about it. So first of all, I like to use cattle panel. That's these 4-foot tall panels. They generally come in 16-foot lengths. I put a couple of T-posts in and then put them over the T-posts. Usually I put a gap on the bottom between 6 and 8 inches. That gives space so that I can string trim around them and keep it nice and clean during the year. You can see the berries I'm starting to get this spring, late spring, early summer. And you can see where the old shoots are dying off previous year's growth, so those will come out at the end of the season here. What I do is, as we get new growth from the bottom, you can see this is a new shoot. You can take this and you can weave it through wherever seems to make the most sense for you, so that it holds well in that place. It will get a decent amount of light and airflow throughout the year, and I will be taking this out at the end of the year so that this new piece gets plenty of air throughout the year. And then once I've done that, I tip them. And what tipping them does, so you can see this, I've tipped this one. It starts this new growth or shoots off the side, and that new growth is what will produce your fruit next year. So you can see this is a shoot that came off. That's what this is going to end up being in the future. So that's the first way that I trellis them. Another way that I use is an arch. So you can see on the left hand side of my arch over here, I've got grapes and grapevines. And then on the right hand side, these are actually primocane fruiting blackberries. So these are new shoots this year, and you can see new blackberries on them. I believe this is called the Primark Freedom, is the variety of blackberry this is. But these, it's the same thing. You weave them in and out of the cattle panel as desired. Since this is the first year that this is in the ground, I don't have a whole bunch of shoots coming up. I've got about 4 or 5. But they are going to put out fruit this year, which is pretty cool. And then, like I said, I've got the grapes, and I'm just trellising them a little bit differently than you typically would. So I've got 2 grapevines, and I'm doing the pruning a little different than normal. But that pretty much sums up how I do blackberries. I hope that was helpful for you. And I definitely recommend these cattle panels.